Hi there and welcome to this new video, and in this video we're going to talk about the Klaviyo warm-up strategy to eventually stay out of the spam inbox. So my name is Jip and I'm the CEO and founder of ecomflow, where we helped over 1000 dropshippers with setting up the email marketing. So in today's point of discussion we're going to take a look at the Klaviyo warm-up strategy, especially made for Q4. We're going to take a look at why the warm-up is essential, which segments to use, how to use the segments, and we're also going to take a look at the final setup checklist. So you probably expect that your emails don't land in the spam inbox until they do. Warming up your domain prevents this mess. So why is a proper email marketing domain warm-up essential? First of all, we're going to take a look at why warm-up matters. So Gmail and Outlook score based on your behavior. So if you're sending out spammy looking email, your domain reputation will be harmed, and therefore the chances of you landing in the inbox will be smaller and smaller. Also, if you're sending out too fast, so without a properly warmed up domain, this will cause red flags and therefore you will also land in the spam inbox. So in long story short, bad send affect future inboxing. So make sure that is correct. So here's what you should do instead. So make sure to start small. So why should you start small? If I was you, I would suggest to start with sending out email marketing campaigns to an engaged segment of like 30 days. There's a very engaged list. Therefore, your stats will be increased and therefore you're showing the algorithm that you're trustworthy, and therefore you will land in the inbox instead of the spam inbox. So that's actually already what I said. Use high engagement segments only and make sure to grow the volume over the next 2 to 3 weeks. Make sure to send not only to your 30-day, but also to your 60-day, 90-day, 120-day, and eventually you can try out the whole list. And then, short tip from Jip, make sure to also exclude certain profiles from your list, but that's something that I will talk about later on. So warming up your domain is about who you send to and not only what you send. So your segments equals your reputation, and I will show you why. So here is actually what kind of segments you should use. If you're warming up, make sure to send to this domain. So opened or clicked in the last 30 days. Here at the right side, you can see an example of that. There you can see person has opened at least once in the last 30 days, or the person has clicked at least once in the last 30 days. And this person can also receive email marketing. Please make sure to not send too fast. This will eventually cause red flags and therefore bad sends affect future inboxing. Please make sure to be patient at the first start to your engaged segments, and please don't be too greedy with this. So then, what kind of segments should you exclude? First of all, make sure to exclude all of the bouncing emails. Also exclude all of the unengaged profiles, and also don't send to suppressed or unsubscribed profiles. So what should you do? Here at the right side you can see 2 exclude segments. Please make sure to always exclude these segments at all times. First, we have the first one is person dropped email marked as spam, bounced email. So please make sure to exclude these segments at all times. And here at the right side you can see person has received email is at least 10 times over all time, and person hasn't opened up an email since all time, and the person hasn't clicked an email also over all time. So please, once again, make sure to exclude these, because those are people you actually don't want to send to. These will cause the red flags and therefore you will land in the spam inbox. So even the best segments are useless if you blast them. Please just make sure to build it up slowly. So here's what you should do, how to use all of these segments. At the left side you can actually see what you should do. So start with sending out 2 email marketing campaigns per week, and make sure to start sending these to the engaged 30 days audience. This to show the algorithm that you're trustworthy for email marketing, so your click rate will be high, your open rate will be high. This will all affect the algorithm. Once the stats are good, you can send to a bigger segment, let's say the 60 days engaged, 90 days engaged, etc. And then also make sure to vary subject lines and also layouts, because this can also affect the deliverability in a very positive way. So once again, what segments to include? Exclude the bias from last 14 days, exclude inactive profiles, make sure to also suppress them once in a while, and also exclude all bouncing profiles, because you don't want to send any emails to these profiles. So I know the deliverability is quite boring, it's not like really fancy, but your email marketing success really depends on it. So to make long story short, I created a warm-up checklist for you that you can use yourself to stay out of the spam inbox. So here's what you should do. Make sure you have SPF DKIM correctly configured within your Klaviyo account. Make sure to warm up your domain in a proper way. Make sure within the campaigns that your smart sending is on, but please make sure to turn it off with promotions. Use a consistent sender name and also email address. Always exclude all of the exclude segments that you have. And also make sure to always test the emails to send them to yourself to see how they look like. because in the end you must not forget on the other side of the screen is an actual person. So if you simply don't like it, then your customer will also not like it. So in long story short, here are the key insights. Warming up your domain protects all of your revenue, also the profits. Inboxing is earned, not assumed. And also segments are your best friends. So make sure to do your warm up right. Make sure to be patient with this, because if you don't do this correctly, it can cost you a lot of money. So I want to thank you for watching this video. My name is Jip and I'm the CEO and founder of ecomflow, where we helped over 1000 dropshippers with setting up the email marketing. So if you have any questions, you can always email us at hello@ecomflows.io, or you can send me a message on the number listed below. And if you want to stay in contact, you can always follow me on X, which is Tip from Jip, and I hope to welcome you soon at ecomflows.